Welcome everyone to my review of IDW Sonic issue 38. So, last issue was something. Let's just go ahead and recap it, and spoilers from this point forward. Sonic and Tails took Belle to Restoration HQ, where she hoped to find a place to belong to, and to hopefully find information about her creator's whereabouts. While she didn't make a good first impression with the Restoration members, she did become friends with Tangle. They, along with Sonic, Tails, Amy, and Jewel, found out about a mysterious tower just off the coast, which is causing bizarre and dangerous weather patterns. Sonic, Tails, and Amy left to investigate. Belle, thinking the tower has the answers she's looking for, convinced Tangle to hotwire a hover bike so they could follow. And I've been told by a number of you that this is actually the Big Bang Extreme gear from Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Goes to show how much I pay attention to that part of the franchise. Sonic, Tails, and Amy's experience at the tower is already off to a weird start as they were pulled into a constantly moving multicolored hallway. They were able to escape by outpacing the place and breaking through one of the walls, only to wind up in some kind of space void. Tails helps the other two navigate the area while he shares his hypothesis. They're in a weird bubble where Eggman's messing with physics. That's the simplest explanation he gives Sonic, Amy, and us about this place. You know, seeing the trio in the void, with strange objects floating around, reminds me a bit of the Stargate sequence from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Oh geez, if this ends with them becoming star babies, I'm walking out. Thankfully it doesn't come to that, as Tails spots another active gate on one of the platforms. Going through this one places them in a town that, according to Amy, is giving off some creepy vibes. Oh, Amy, you have no idea how right you are. I think it's the way it's presented. It looks like a PS1 3D game town come to life, most notably Mega Man Legends. Tangle and Belle arrive at the tower and wreck Big Bang in the process. Oh, the Chief is going to love this. They sneak their way into the central area, where they spot egg pawns and buzz bombers going in and out of portals in a coordinated fashion. As they sneakily make their way up the area, they overhear Orbot and Cubot ponder how Sonic and the others got into the chest chambers in the first place. When they discover the trio's presence in the second chamber, they have no choice but to call Dr. Eggman and break the news to him. In a surprise move, Eggman doesn't yell at his lackeys for screwing up. Instead, he plans to use Sonic's arrival as an opportunity. Tangle and Belle continue to move about the area until Belle slips and falls down to a platform, right in front of some egg pawns. After a tense stare down, complete with glowing eyes, the egg pawns head on their merry way. Tangle scoops up Belle, who realizes she may be a Badnik. All she wants is answers from Eggman and does not want to hurt anyone. And Tangle is totally cool with this. Besides, Sonic and Tails vouched for Belle, and she's trying to do good. Back in Creepy Town, Sonic and company do some exploring, and Sonic learns firsthand that the place has the same spatial warping properties as the multicolored hallway. They enter an open house and find only test dummies inside. They hear a sound upstairs, which leads to them finding a caterpillar in a bathtub. Well, that shouldn't be too much of a whoa, I don't think legs are a part of this thing's mouth. Thankfully, they quickly smash this abomination to bits. Unfortunately, that was only the beginning, as the gang encounters more mismatched Badniks entering the house. Sonic smashes them, and he, Tails, and Amy begin barricading the house to stop more of them from coming in. Good idea, since there's too many of these freaks outside to deal with head on. Tails begins tracking their wireless signals back to their source, hoping to find an exit point, while Sonic and Amy debate on Eggman's ultimate goal. Well, let's have the doctor himself explain. Using the kitchen appliances as communicators, no joke, he tells the trio that this place is actually a testing ground for his cutting-edge technological concepts, and he hopes to unleash these new Badnik monstrosities on Sonic's world when ready. He's happy they broke in, because now his creations can have real test subjects to play with. And that's where we end the issue. Well, we're starting to get answers to all this. As Eggman said, the tower's purpose is a testing ground for some new concepts. In this case, it's Badniks that have been given the Frankenstein treatment. Jeez, Eggman's going from one horror concept to another. Though in this case, it'll be easier for him to control these freaks. as far as we know. Some behind-the-scenes trivia: these mismatched Badniks were designed by Bracardi Curry, who co-penciled this issue along with Evan, the latter handling the Tangle and Belle stuff. And look at these names: Moto Chop, Crabber, Buzzkiller. If there aren't already any fan hacks featuring Badnik combos like these, there soon will be. In universe, there is a twisted sort of logic to it. Combining traits of 2 or more Badniks into one might prove more effective than the normal units. It does amp up the creepy factor, I can tell you that. I'm now convinced Evan took some inspiration from the Portal games. There are test chambers, of course. Portals are used to move from one place to another. Too bad there's no portal gun. The aforementioned Franken Badniks, and the areas are monitored by machines. And I believe Eggman has a more positive view of the life gives you lemons philosophy than Cave Johnson.
Alright, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons!
Maybe Eggman can learn something from Cave Johnson. On the Tangle and Belle side of things, the wooden puppet bot is not liking the answers she's discovering so far. I have a feeling that before this issue, she's only heard of Dr. Eggman by reputation. Since there's a 99% chance that Mr. Tinker built her, it must have come as quite the surprise when Belle learns that Eggman and Tinker share a voice, but not the personality. Another thing that surprised her was her discovering that Badniks, Eggpon specifically, consider her one of them. It's not a surprise to us since, if you recall, Mr. Tinker's creations are subconsciously influenced by his true self. Eggman Land, anyone? Anyway, this revelation is funny considering in the previous arc, Badniks went after her. This only applies to the ones in the old Eggman base, as the ones in the chateau were presumably under Clutch's control. This could mean that there is a confirmed Badnik hierarchy, with some units being more intelligent than others. Or, Belle was activated and or registered when encountering the Eggpons. I think that's why her eyes glowed blue. At least they appear to glow blue. Personal note, this moment reminded me from a scene from the 2000s Battlestar Galactica, where a Cylon recognizes a human form model hidden among the humans, and left them alone afterwards. You have to feel sorry for Belle. Finding out that she considers herself a Badnik. Seems Sonic wasn't too far off when they first met. All she wants is answers, and to do good. You know she's reached a low point when she's asking Tangle to smash her to bits. Just as I predicted, this is why Tangle is here, to provide much needed reassurance. Don't worry, Belle. Some of Eggman's creations have gone rogue, and aided the heroes in the past. And you've already met 2 of them. I do want to give Tangle some credit here. Besides being the emotional support to a troubled character again, she's gotten much better at sneaking around. Must have picked up a few lessons from Whisper. We've reached the halfway point of this arc, and things are starting to pick up a bit. Can Sonic and the others fight off an army of freaky Badnik mashups? Will Tangle and Belle help them in some manner? And can Belle handle the fact that her father is a mad scientist bent on world domination? We'll find out in issue 39. See you then. Eggman, if you didn't want your tower to be discovered, maybe you should have toned down the power so this place wouldn't get noticed, don't you think?